through it, and I started reading through the nursery rhymes, and these are some of the best loved nursery rhymes, and these are what we're reading to kids, and I started feeling that we're reading them the wrong stuff. With the nursery rhymes, there's like this Little Bo Peep, Little Boy Blue, Little Jack Horner, they're getting all the little people to do the big jobs. It's a big problem. Well, it's a little problem, but it's a problem nonetheless. Handy Spandy, Jack a Dandy, loves a plum cake, sugar candy. He bought some at the grocer's shop, and out he came, hop, hop, hop. Which was obviously written by a dentist high on acid. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. Stop shagging. Contraception. Get the tubes tied. She had options. No wonder the country's in such a state. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs, downstairs in his nightgown. What's rapping? 2 P's. I thought it said, sorry, Wee Willie. Ride a cock horse. This is a children's book. And one that I perhaps wouldn't go into if you suffer from dyslexia, have trouble getting the words around the right way. It can be a bit of a mouthful. Ride a cock horse. Peter Piper picked a... But no one gives a shit what Peter Piper did. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Simple as that. Well, I'd done a bit of research on the old incident here, and the coroner had announced the old man deceased at 11:53 p.m. the night before. Died due to fatal head injuries, while his dickhead mate sat in the corner writing a nursery rhyme about it the rest of the night. Three blind mice, see how they run. So already, stepping over the politically correct line by really hanging a bit of crap on 3 visually impaired and well-dressed visually impaired rodents. They all ran after the farmer's wife. That's never going to stand up in court. 3 blind mice, perhaps looking for their holes to get home. Definitely not chasing a farmer's wife. Enters Lorena Bobbitt, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. This is a kid's book. We're trying to tell kids not to run with scissors, and here's Lorena just wielding the old carving knife around, chopping off tails willy-nilly. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? So they've just taken the attention away from Lorena straight away and just back onto the old visually impaired rodents, who are rodents, and I respect that, but why can't we just humanely break their necks with a spring-loaded trap instead of hacking their carving knives off like we do in the story? Go to bed, Tom. Go to bed, Tom. Tired or not, Tom, go to bed, Tom. Job done. Which was written, I suspect, by a writer in the depths of an inspirational low, who was perhaps being pestered by a boy, surprisingly known as Tom, at the time. There was 3 in the bed, and the middle one said, "Would you like a threesome?" Doesn't, I wrote that in. I changed that one. 5 little ducks went out one day, over the hills and far away. Mother duck said, "Quack, quack, quack, quack." But only 4 little ducks came back. Now this surprises me as a mother. You probably would have said things different. Now, this was the start of the duck shooting season. And I would have thought the mother would have said something a little bit different, like, 3 little ducks went to go out one day over the hills and far away. Mother duck said, I wouldn't, because it's the start of the duck shooting season. Instead of quack, 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 which I think is translated to have a good time, I'll see you if you make it home. Which to me is bad parenting, duck or otherwise. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. Enough said. And finally, this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy ate roast beef. This little piggy got cut into bacon, bacon shortcut ham, honey ham, pork ribs, pork spare ribs, and pork belly. He was sadly missed by his siblings who went on to build houses out of straw, brick and sticks, fended off a wolf who went on to eat Red Riding Hood's grandmother. The end. Thank you very much. Just before I hop off, folks, thanks again for coming along each morning. Thanks to the sound guys who we couldn't do this without.